Okay, so now we will continue with our a video on the GitHub series, and in this video we will cover a very small topic, that is what is a template repository, uh, how to create a template repository, and how we can actually use it, right? So let's look at the problem first. So let's suppose in real life scenario when you work in any company, right? There are a lot of teams, right? So whenever you start a new project, what step you follow? You basically create a repo, and every team uh, organize their code in their own fashion, right? Some maybe put readme file, some put .gitignore file, some created a src folder, some created source folder, source folder, some created test folder, right? And some maybe put test file directly outside it, right? And some may put GitHub Actions, some may don't put GitHub Actions, some may put linting rules, like the code should be formatting, some may don't put. So basically in an organization there is not a like all the teams are not following the standard common practice, right? So along with that, whenever any project is getting started, the developers are wasting a lot of time just for setting up this repo, right? Because they have creating a repo, setting up the linting rules, creating a gitignore file, readme file, creating some folder, some basic structure, right? Right. Along with that, it is not consistent. If we have 10 teams, all the teams are following their own structure, right? So which is very difficult. So what is the solution? So solution is we will create a template repository. Template repository is kind of a blueprint of a repo. So it's a simple repo, but why we call it as a template repository? Template means like a blueprint. So simply like generally how we create a repo, right, on GitHub. So the same way we are going to do that. So solution is we will create a template repository, and in that template repository, we will like put some dummy things. Dummy thing means like we will put the .gitignore file, we will put the readme file, we will add our linting rules, we will create a src folder, we will create a test folder, all right? We will put the GitHub actions and many more things, like depends upon the project, all right? And many more things. And now whenever anyone, so this is a template repository, so people don't going to push the code in the template repository is just a reference repository, all right? So we will create that first. Then from that repository we are going to create our original repository. As soon as we create a original repository from the template repository, everything like basically the structure automatically get replicated to the original repo. So let's first look how to create a template repository. So open the GitHub repo. I already have created a one template repository. You could see a simple repository called as a simple, and the template repository has something a tag called template, right? But we will see again in practical. So open the GitHub, click on the new, right? Simply create a like how you normally create a repo, right? So let me create a template repo. So I create a template repo, right? And this is a template repo. This is template repo, right? And that's it. And let's add the because as I told you, in the template repo we are creating a blueprint, what things the various team should follow, right? So I want a readme file, right? I want a .gitignore file. Let's suppose for the Python project, a Python repository. Let's suppose I'm creating, and many more things we are going to add. But initially, I'm creating this one. So let's create a repository. It's a simple repository. So if I go again to this one, go to the repository, you could say it's a simple repository, normal repository, like normally what we created, right? So now I am going to put, and it has currently one commit, and it has no pull request, no issues, and it has one branch, right? Let me clone this repo. Let me clone this repo. git clone id template repo. Okay, I have cloned this repo. So this is like the earlier one, and this is the new one, which has just a gitignore and git. So let's suppose I want every team should follow some like project standard. And what was the standard? They should have the source folder. Okay, they should have the test folder. Okay, they should have the some GitHub actions. So it should be in GitHub and workflow. And under that GitHub action, just create a simple GitHub action CI .yaml file. All right, and we are going to put the code here. Along with that, let me put pre-commit so that whenever anyone push the code, it should check something. Sorry. Dot pre-commit config.yaml file. All right, and in the pre-git config.yaml file, I am just putting some like hooks. So and I want some standard hooks which all the team should follow. All right, so as an example, I want like all the repository which is going to be created by the different team should have the rough linter. All right, so I have copied that. Okay, and in the test folder, uh, there is nothing, so let me create a sample file, test sample.py, and I can put a some sample test code, some sample. Let me remove this. Some sample test file, like uh, that's it. And this is a source folder, not this one. Yeah, this is a source folder, but this is empty, and we know if I am going to push it, the empty folder is not going to be track. So I will add a one file that is .git keep, which is just to tell like I need to keep this folder. Okay, and in the GitHub, currently ci.yaml is empty. What I want is uh, like the minimum workflow is like a rough check. The linting should be run whenever anyone push some code. Along with that, the test should run. All right. So I already have that ci.yaml ready. Let me copy paste that. All right. So it's a very simple ci.yaml. Like whenever someone is going to push or create a pull request, some jobs is going to be run. First, is going to check out, install a Python, and install the rough dependency and PyTest. Then it will run a rough linter, and then it will run test. And then after that, this is the basically a standard which I want all the team should follow. All right, so all the team should have minimum these checks. All the team should have the folder with same name. All the team should have the test folder. All the team should have pre-commit config.yaml. All the team should have good.gitignore.readme file. Right, and let me push that. Git add dot GitHub git add dot pre commit, git add source, git add test, and let me install the pre-commit install. Yeah, and git status, and now I am pushing it. Git commit added template content, and git push minus u origin main. Okay, so let me refresh it. You could see my template repository has been created, and even the checks has been started, right? Because I have a condition, I have a workflow basically, uh, um, right? But still, this is a normal repository, right? If I want to create a new repo, Does it mean I will first go to the template repo and I will see its structure and I will going to create all those things manually? So the answer is no, right? So I am going to convert this repo into a template repository. So I am going to do that. So click on the settings. You could see there is a small checkbox, template repository, right? So I will just normally click on it, template repository. Now it's a template repository. And if I go back, you could see this is a template repository. Now I could see this is template repository. And now here you could see a green box, use this template. So which means if anyone wants to create a, so this is ready. So this my template is ready, right? So now let's suppose a new project come, right? A new project come and the team in some company, this template repo exists and all the teams should follow this structure, right? Now what the people will do is now they will go to the repository, they will create a new repository. Let's suppose the repository name is project repo, right? So they will create a repository project repo, but they are going to use this option start with the template, right? So they will click on the currently it's no template, they will select their template. So currently I have three template available. So the recent one which I have created is template repo, right? So I am going to use that. But before that, I am going to show you one more thing. So in this template repository, let me create one issue, just a dummy issue. So this is a dummy issue. Let me create a issue, right? And let me create a PR as well. So let me create a branch, grit branch minus m minus b. Let's suppose feature branch. Okay, so we created a new branch, and now what we will do is let me to create a pull request. Let me add some test, just a sample test, placeholder 2. That's it, and let me add that. Git commit minus added one more test, git push minus u origin feature branch. Okay, so now my let me create a PR, and this is a dummy PR, and I am not going to merge this. This is dummy PR. All right. Okay. So now you could see it has two branches, right? It has two commits. It has two commits. One is initial commit and other is added template content. It has one pull request and it has one issue. And when I'm going to create a repo from this template repository, PR is not going to be copy. Issues will not going to be copy. Only the code from the main branch will be going to be copy. Along with that, the commits will not going to be copied. So let's suppose this are two commits. So those commits are not going to be copied because it's basically consists as a fresh repo. The only thing is you don't need to manually create all this content. This content will get copied. So let's try that. Let me go to the repo and create a new repo, project repo, right? And I am going to create a project repo from a template, right? And click the repository, create repository. So it should only take few seconds. Let's wait, and boom. So you could see it is generated from this repo, and this is a normal repo. And now I am a team member, I am working any project. So which means I am following the company standards, because what my company wants the README file, company wants the .gitignore file, company wants pre-commits, company wants source folder, company wants test folder, company wants inbuilt GitHub actions configured by the company. Right, so at least those actions. The other actions depends upon the project to project, they can add, but they want at least they should follow these basic standards. Along with that, you could see only there is one branch. If you see there is only one commit, no other commits get copied. And if you see there is no pull request, and if you see there is no issues, which means what I am trying to say is commits will not going to copy, issue will not going to be copy, PR will not going to be copy. Along with that, if you now update the template, because repository already created, right, this repository already created, if I am going to update a repo, then those content, the new content which I have added now, is not going to be auto populated like in this repo, right? And yeah, that's it. And if you see here, so creating a template repo, you can make an existing repository template so that you and others can generate a new repository with the same directory structure, branches and files. This is basically just to going to save some time. This is also going to make sure you follow some standards. All right. uh, so it's very easy thing. But the only thing is you have to just simply create a repository, and you go to the setting and click on the template repository. Now once you create a template repository, if you want to create a repository from a template, all right, the same thing you can do. Either you can use this green button, use this template, all right, or let me show you. Let me go to the repository. So this is a template repo. Either you can use this green button, use this template and create a new repository. It's same thing, right? It start with a template. It's same thing. And there is an option called include all branches. So if you want to include all branches, you can include that, right? But generally we don't do that. Along with that, if you don't want to use this option, because let's suppose you don't know what all repository exists, so click on the new option. uh, from the drop down you will see what all the repository exist and which one you want to use. So that's it. That's a very like great option which people are using uh, in their organization. They mostly have the template repository, and to the different teams it is recommended to create a repository from a template repository. So we should know the concept of a template repository. We should know how to create a template repository. We should know how to create a repository from a template repository, and when we use that. So that's it. That's the end of the video, and thank you.